That's it then? You've dealt with whatever was attacking our pilgrims? That's it then? You've dealt with whatever was attacking. When I accepted your offer of assistance, I didn't expect you to be this thorough. Your bravery in descending into that dreg-infested mine alone and slaying whatever it was that was killing the pilgrims is commendable. The ruddy man from the sermons took the act of a god to fell, so forgive me if I don't seem convinced your beast was him. No one knows where the original carapace came from. Perhaps there were other... Not a pleasing thought, but it's an explanation I can accept. We can only hope the world never sees the like of the true ruddy man again. It's gone for now, and we've avoided a feud with the Ashlanders. So let's...
Your stench is proof enough of your deeds. Was this ruddy man a worthy foe? You have my respect, Outlander. Our fallen warriors are avenged. Tell your armigers that home. The ritual of sacrifice is almost complete, and the Daedra lords you so foolishly ignore will, we hope, spare us their wrath for another decade. We will hope they turn their dire gaze upon Molag Mar before we return again.
Oh, jeez.
I need aid!
Well, that wasn't 2356.
The door is open! Open at last! Hee hee hee!
Didn't mean to do that. So I connected my portable YouTube account to my TV. That didn't go over too good. How are you, Wolfpack? Ooh, what's over here? Looks dark and broody. Huh, just a brood. Darn it. On the finger bone. Little St. Bob's. Oh boy. Just gotta love a Sugarlath storyline. Extensions. What do you mean extensions? Sorry, couldn't talk. What do you mean you don't have extensions? Hey, cheese.
So did you do about Mora? Sorry, I didn't hear if you said anything.
Yes. I think I did. Really? Shogorath? Really? Oh boy.
I had a really hard time deciding what to do at the end. Which way did you go?
I've had to make so many decisions this playthrough, I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
The one at the end of Balmora where you have to choose Nereyu or...
Oh, yeah. I saved them all.
You what? You sent them up?
I saved them all.
Oh. Huh. Did you, what was your reaction?
If you tell her to not kill, what's her name, she ends up saving her, smuggling her off, and sending her away to Somerset Isle to a furry friend. So she sent her to rise from Rosamdur. She doesn't say his name, but every description she gives is that she sends him to finish her training with a pussycat, as she calls him.
Uh-huh. Oh, because I was just like, well, shit, you know, she might, you know, she made all sorts of good points. It was a really hard decision, and I chose to kill her, because I was just like, well, Nereyu would be screwed if, you know, if it goes the other option. You know, she's kind of right with how, I don't know, it was a really tough decision. She was pretty gross.
But yeah. You can do it that way, and no one ever knows, and she sends her off to... It's far enough away from the Morag Tong that they won't find her.
Yeah.
As far as they're concerned, she's dead. Not sure how I feel about this ability to take these snitch calves for guts. Oh, decorative wax, apparently. So you take the babies for their guts. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that.
You just take them?
Yep, just take them.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Wolfpack.
Well, I mean, it's not like you need, well, I don't know, maybe it's some sort of Morrowind, veal or something?
No, guts you use in fishing.
Yeah, true. But there are calves.
Yeah, still. There's I mean, I know a lot of people love the Morrowind, but I hate the architecture of this place.
Yeah,
Something
I don't
about
know.
living in the middle of fungus. Just
You weren't a fan of,
Oop,
was it
Houseguard.
Deshaun?
Let's make sure I don't have anything that's stolen that I don't want to keep. I don't think I do.
You're not too far away.
No, but I
But you're
don't.
missing your... Yeah.
Okay, good. I don't care if I pay 71 gold. Let's go. I just want to get going. Yeah. Here, go away.
Go. And
Manganese, whatever.
So go away.
Bet you missed your, what do you call it?
My night blade.
Yeah, your like high level of whatever it is that reduces it quickly.
I do.
I'm surprised your Fighter Guild's 8 is that from just running in Skyreach.
No, excellent. Another clumsy adventurer bumbles into my home. I really must put a hex on that lift. Have you come to rob me? That would go very poorly for you. Sun in Shadow. Oh yes, I know the lizard. An enterprising young mage, if memory serves.
Hey, Goofy.
Don't look so surprised.
It has
The magical
improved.
abilities
If
are
you're
the
talking
worst
about the
kept
first
secret in
online
the
game,
Cyber
as in when it
world.
was first
What does
released
she
on
want?
PC,
I hope you bring
they've
more
made
than boring
considerable changes.
salutations.
Cheese and I both were original PC players that released an alpha, and the changes they've made has been an improvement. That's why we came back after over a year.
Do you now? Well, she's a clever one, isn't she? Even convinced you to do the work for her. Impressive. So, what does our scaled friend want in exchange for this relic? No. Give me a moment. Oh, good. I was afraid she'd do something boring with her freedom, like run off into the marsh to worship trees or some such. Sun and Shadow shall have my endorsement.
Yes, Morrowind. You have nothing in your bedroom that's of still? Nope.
There, that should be sufficient. Now, take that writ and be off.
Oops.
Have a relic.
So you shouldn't see that. Didn't mean to take that piece of crap. It's Elder Scrolls Online. This is the expansion that came out on Tuesday, Morrowind. So both? Oops, I'm gonna grab the writ. I'm busy talking.
I like how you just stole all that stuff and she didn't even bat an eye, even though she was practically looking right at you.
Her back was turned
Stealth.
to me.
I need a break.
They added a class, which is what I'm playing now, the Warden. It's has the ability to summon a bear for a guardian. Oops. It can heal. It can do ice spells, nature spells. And yes, it is online. I don't want to use this one. I'm leveling up a different one. Let's go discover that location. Yes. If you on the map itself, like granted this is my warden, so nothing is actually unlocked because I started her and she's. So you have your original Tamriel, Reaper's March, Ardon, Cyrodiil. And then they added an island, which is Warden Fell, Morrowind. Along with a new class and a new raid. Increased the level cap. Changed the entire workup of how the champion points work a little bit, as in no longer cost reduction. Yes, Goofy, it's a lot better. I mean, I didn't play it for over a year, and I went from PC to console, and it's very smooth. They even finally added, you know, everything that you didn't have, nameplates and such, on release. And
There's 2.
yes, and Goofy, if you remember on the original when it first came out, yes, the combat was horrible. You couldn't figure out who you were attacking. You couldn't see who was what. Now they added all of your options. You can turn nameplates on and off, and things like that. You even have now combat numbers you can see when you couldn't before. They even added this patch cooldown timers. So, see, I added a buff to myself. They added it so you can keep up with it. And if you also remember in the original game, you're always fighting for bank space for your materials that you have, that you've gathered for crafting. If you are an ESO subscriber, they give you a craft bag, which is infinite, and it's separate from your inventory. So you can have all your crafting material in it without having to worry about it taking up space, which is very nice. And granted, it is, you know, free to play after you buy the game, but I personally enjoy the subscription because it does give, like, granted, I'm not trying to boost their shit, but it gives you extra, you know, bank space, crafting bags, bonuses to XP, blah 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 blah. And I'm kind of the type of person that if I'm going to be playing something for a while, bonuses is always a very good selling point for me personally. Oh, let me kill this guy. No, the craft bag was not out since release. At least it wasn't on PC. If you played from the very first time it came out, it wasn't out. It may have been out since console release, but not PC.
Say that crafting bag is practically worth that monthly fee alone. Honestly.
No kidding. Alright, where was I going? Shit, I gotta go at the top. Yeah, I was the same way. I actually stared at this game on PlayStation Store for months because I was so gun shy after a release. And then finally I was like, I got desperate. There wasn't much games out, and I was like, you know, it was on sale one day, and I grabbed it, and I've enjoyed it since.
Are those buff icons and stuff new, or did I somehow
Yes.
just miss it all this time?
They're new.
Oh.
It's under your options. I'm trying to remember which one it was under. Combat.
I found them.
Scroll all the way to the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, they're new.
I was just surprised.
They added them, thank gosh. That's one thing that
I was. Sorry,
Go ahead. Sorry, lag.
I was just, because I was actually thinking about that the other day. I was just like, man, it's so nice if I could keep track of my buffs and not guess when they're coming up and down. Until you mentioned them, I didn't even realize it, so thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, the Templars, they're still pretty on top of their game. Templars are. Yeah, Goofy, I think I played a month after release. Mainly PvP.
Do you need something? I'm rather busy at the moment. Oh? Let me see that. Submit to council. Argonian slave freed. Services to House Telvanni. Well, well. I've always known Sun in Shadow to be ambitious. Oh? Feel free to wait in the council chamber. We will rule on this matter soon. One other thing. Some of my personal correspondence went missing recently. If that ever happens again, the Morag Tong will hear of it. I trust we understand each other. I'll give this to the council.
I've imagined this moment since I was a hatchling. I knew I'd be free eventually, but now that the moment's here, I just hope I don't embarrass myself. They'll deliberate, needle each other a bit, then set me free. I only hope that they'll take me on as a hireling as well. I'll even get my own quarters. Can you imagine that? Not only my own room, a whole house to myself. Yes, of course. I mean, eventually. We can talk about that later. Truly, I couldn't have done this without you and Ioki. A plan is only as useful as the people who carry it out. You have my deepest thanks.
Okay. Let me get out of here and quit turning in quest.
Well, well. What brings a slave to our audience chamber?
I bring tidings from my
Oh yeah, another thing they added were battlegrounds that are like 4v4v4.
Yeah.
So, instead of having, you know, the open world RVR, you've got that option for the smaller stuff.
Don't be as tiresome as your master.
Can we move this along, please?
Very well. Magister Thorana, by right of rank, demands that the slave girl, Sun in Shadow, be freed from her bonds and raised up to a hireling of the great House Telvanni. She belongs to Magister Otheri, does she not?
Indeed. My most beneficent patron, Magister Otheri, acquiesces to Magister Thorana's demands. He is confident that Thorana will remember this kindness in the future. Sun and Shadow, you are hereby freed and lifted up to the rank of hireling.
My most majestic patron, Magister Guthrin, warns you all. Lift up one of these beasts, and 1,000 more will follow. This is folly.
If there's nothing else, I have urgent business in Tel Mora.
Huh. I was kind of curious if they were going to give another quest. It's the only reason I stayed.
You've
Guess
done
not.
well, girl.
But maybe.
Do come by in a day or so. I may have some work for you.
Templar? No, man. Templars would solo most content. I have a Magicka Templar that can solo everything. Just was even work, you know, veteran Maelstorms and all. Along with a lot of the vet dungeons. Oh, there's...
I've got my eye on you.
Hist bless you, my friend. Sun in Shadow's tail quivers with joy and her heart leaps over the moon. Yes, I garden like a caterpillar, one leaf at a time. Even so, I accomplish more in one... indirectly. My Sun in Shadow leaves nothing to chance. She must climb to a higher branch on the Telvanni tree.
Shit, she's still got to talk to me? Yeah. Jeez, woman. Oops. Where's she at?
to go find a delve or something.
Welcome, Sarah. Sorry about the mess. Believe it or not, this place feels like a palace compared to my old slave quarters. With any luck, I won't stay here long. I'm glad you asked. Retrieving scrolls,
Okay,
real
fine,
estate.
fine,
I know
fine.
I could count.
Fine,
Of course,
fine,
I enjoy.
fine.
I honest. From what I get, I
Right
only
now, I
need
just
to
want to
survive.
get out of here. Alright, where did that guy go? That Yoki guy. Is he here? So he changed locations. Bastard. He sure did. Way over there. The same skills, same builds can be used on both PS4 and PC. If you're just worried about it having a harder time animation canceling on PS4, but other than that, damn it, I'm not paying attention while I'm running, reading.
I don't think there's much difference between console and PC. In fact, I think it controls better on console. It feels like it was designed more around console than it was PC.
So you ever here? You were just at the estate.
Greetings. We must speak quickly. I do. Otheri, she gave you gold?
And what is it? Screw it. I'm gonna go up here and we're gonna go. Oh, I see what you mean. Can't get the gear. I think it really comes down to personal preference, Wolfpack.
Cow, have you done almost the entire island?
Good bit.
Working my way up clockwise, so I'm just doing the Ashlander stuff in the center. North of Balmora.
Tired of talking. I wanna go kill stuff. I've been a keyboard warrior for a very, very long time. But there are just some games that came out recently that handle very well on the console. And this is one of them. I still play multiple games.
But I've always been far more hardcore on the PC than on any console, but I think I prefer this on console. If it was any other MMO, I'd agree with you, but this one feels like it works just as well on console for sure.
But as for builds, gear, it's the same. Classes on both The only thing is PC gets them first, usually. PTR, things like that.
Because they can patch far more often on PC than they can on console.
I'm not chasing those guys. Dang it, they're resetting the whole dungeon running through. There's a boss up here. What are all expenses that killed it? Where does that go? Sunken Vaults. Don't know if I came down into the Sunken Vaults last time I came in this delve. Nope, I'm pretty positive I didn't.
Miss me out of that.
Joyful.
Their capacity went up by 50, or is that even with that?
Not sure. I know the bank space did, but I don't think inventory did. And then there's this random person out here.
You are brave to tread here.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
brave. I merely.
I did come out here, I forgot.
I don't expect you.
Forgot that I did.
Ah, another hunter seeks a worthy quarry. I knew it. Great Zexon has...
I played Paladins when I did Warcraft a long time ago.
I mean, Paladins, like the Overwatch.
Oh, the
Rip-off.
game, the new one now.
Head along.
Yeah.
No, I do not. I play Overwatch.
Wait, do you not start with all the characters unlocked in Paladins? Huh. So, what are the main differences between Paladins and Overwatch? I'm curious. And how do you feel? Have you played Overwatch? If you have, what do you feel? Is different and better?
I'm beginning not to be fond of this island. I think it's just navigating around everything.
It's a big circle, and all the areas are very hilly, I guess.
You go one wrong turn, you can't get out of.
Yeah.
a valley, and then you have to go back and around.
Well, judging from your map, it doesn't seem like you got much more to do.
I see you found your way. It's nice that you want to help my Narcissus, but he doesn't really require another assistant. I'm quite capable. Oh yes, we had a lovely meal by candlelight. Talked about the new book he's working on. Drank some wine. Then, off he went, like a flash into the tomb. No, of course not. This is Narcissus Dren we're talking about. Famed hero.
What's it called? Famed heroes. They always turn out being fakes in these games.
Yep.
Hello? Is someone out there? I seem to have locked myself in.
Of course she did.
Who's out there? Oh, no, never mind. I don't care. I just want to get out of here. It's dark and it's cramped and it smells like an Argonian's armpit. I recognize that voice. I knew you'd come and find me. As for my current predicament, how was I supposed to know it was a trap? The door slammed shut and locked behind me. So, there's probably a button or something nearby. In my experience, there's always something pushable. I remember seeing Daedric symbols on plates. Now you're just trying to prolong my agony. Divisible by 3. Try pushing the 6th panel from the left, or the 3rd panel, or maybe the 8th panel. Any of the panels.
Let's see if it actually gives me any clues. Like, somewhere in here. After I loot the, people's ashes and try to say, give me all your stuff. I don't see a book with a clue around. Yeah, he said 6th one from the left.
Another obstacle overcome by the great Narcissus.
You've got a hint right there. It says open the locked door. Isn't that enough?
I find that escaping from an ancient trap really gets the heart pumping. Provided it doesn't take too long, of course. I couldn't have done it without your relatively minor contribution. Thank you.
Hey, he's wearing my armor.
Yeah, there's a lot of people wearing glass in this expansion. There's a whole order that, is control of a glass mine.
Indeed, Veloth Tomb. Now we need to locate the hidden passages mentioned in the scroll, and the relics of Saint Veloth will be mine. Saint Veloth? Perhaps. It's more likely he's buried in his shrine in Deshan. This is the family tomb. One of them. And it's one of the larger and more significant ones, too. You should visit the place if you're ever in that part of the world. Now, I could tell you, but I work on an instinctual level. I know relics of historic value. Ah, yes. The old scroll. It did mention hidden passages. That's what it...
In other words, he wants you to lead the way because he's too chicken shit and, yeah. Doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Got it. When you get these quests like this, you just want to turn around and, smack the person. Or is that just me? Because I know I do.
It would make so many different quests much more better, I guess.
Much more fun?
Yeah, if you could just slap the sense into some people, it's like, come on, man. What, I forget what it's called. Your animations and everything, is that like a, personality, right? Which one are you using?
I find that escaping from an ancient trap... Indeed, I couldn't... Ah, yes, the old... Ooh, this might be Veloth's long sought-after right pauldron. Now this is a burial chamber. We just need to find the entrance to the hidden passages. According to the old scroll, there's a secret entrance that leads to the hidden passages. I don't see any obvious lever or switch. That's too bad. Examine anything that looks unusual. That harp... I need to supervise. You are my apprentice, after all. Now get down there and find the hidden passage. Historical research isn't defilement. It's in... I doubt there's... Perhaps that dusty old tome will suggest suitable offerings. Dust makes me sneeze, so you should take a look. Still, the inscription on that pedestal might reveal something. Do give it a look, apprentice. The brazier ignited. That's a good sign. You're a natural. Although I suppose my mentoring has honed your talent. Happy to see the ancestors are materializing. Oh, well done. Perhaps I should charge for my tutelage. We did it! On to the Undertomb, apprentice! No dawdling, apprentice. There's treasure nearby. I can practically smell it. Isn't it exciting? We're the first living creatures to set foot down here in more than 100 years. This will definitely get an entire chapter in my next book. And that surprises you.
He's so
Haven't
nice.
you read my books? This is very similar to that time I unearthed the secret chambers of the Master Thief of Elsewhere. A pity my apprentice on that excursion refused
Sounds
to
like
heed
a
my advice. We search. You lead the way, while I watch for the telltale signs of a valuable item of historic significance. Oh, that's a skill I developed. Finally honed in the heat of battle, both metaphorical and physical. So, going first? That's an honor I wouldn't dream of denying you. And I'll be right behind. Something along those lines. But he was too eager, running ahead before I could offer.
I'm like, there's a ghost up there. Keep running. Go eat Eden. Oh, there was a ghost.
An
No, I'm gonna let you get eaten is what I'm gonna do.
It was so easy to just lead NPCs into monsters and traps and get them killed.
I know.
You could spend all day doing that.
Really? Really?
Pity that old scroll didn't... You keep bringing up that strange Nord woman. I believe she said she found the scroll at a shop in Sadrith Mora. What? No, of course not. She'll get a thank you in the fine print, but I translated the... I'm sure you can handle this.
Like,
well, that's not something you see every day.
Trash.
Great
That's
opportunity for you to impress me, though.
Wield magic. So that's Snivel. I've gotten... The reason I'm checking all these coffers and stuff is I've gotten lucky with a couple of rare diagrams in here.
Away, foul creatures!
Well, in here, in this zone, I should say.
Oh yeah, I mean, new zone, new lot of stuff. It's probably worth hunting for all that stuff, especially now because anything that you make from that, you could probably sell for a pretty penny.
I have. I've been selling. I found a blue diagram that lets me make a desert altar, and I've sold 2 of them for 28,000 apiece.
It really sucks that I fucked up with that purple one. Just didn't see too. It's just like, god damn it.
I love it when those things go off. Whoa! Look what I found.
So does Warden have a lot of lightning abilities, or is it mostly like ice abilities?
Ice and nature. The lightning you see is my staff.
Gotcha.
Lightning's still your sword. Did I already come in here? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Got busy going, oh look, big monster. And my face will come out. The grand majority is just junk, but when you do get the nice blue or purple that pop up, you're like, yeah, that's a lot of money. Oh, that's right, Cheese. You were wanting to see the... We were talking about the skill lines for the Warden last night. Concerning the frost and all. When I get done with this, I'll show you.
Nope.
Free him again? Really? Oh, of course he runs off and gets himself locked up. Can't I just leave him this time? Oh, I'm gonna have to come in here and open the door. see this stuff on the wall. Might as well go talk to him. I did for honor, and I have to say I found it, personal opinion only, extremely boring.
What a large vault! Imagine the expense that went into hollowing out a space this big.
So good of you to notice. I'm quite proud of my ability to turn any situation into a dramatic scene. That's a rather ungrateful attitude, after I graciously agreed to take you under my wing. If you don't let me out, however, we won't be able to use the key. Almost certainly. The scroll clearly described a final treasure vault, and we haven't come across anything like that yet. So, do it.
I found a jeweled glove and a sturdy key. Let's see if it opens the way into the next section of the tomb. Ah, sweet freedom! Onward! You deal with this. I wouldn't want to deny you a chance to demonstrate your impressive combat prowess. Hmm? So many spirits. Why they prefer tombs like this is beyond me. Apprentice,
Ow. Grand Theft Auto? Haven't played it in a long time.
Tiles set in the floor. I've seen this before. Panels on the walls. Do you see any differences? I suppose the order is important, but a few of the panels have fallen into disrepair.
I'm not gonna remember all these orders. That one. Okay. I just want that one.
Think of the stone of
see it from here. Can I walk back out? Yes! Woohoo! What is that one? Oh, the last one was burned. Okay. Well, not.
That's it. Just step in the proper order and the way will be open.
Oh, yeah, okay. Woo.
Did you see that flash of gold? Blessing from St. Veloth for sure.
Oh, this is about to be a fight.
Come to Narcissus, you beautiful golden head.
Did you step on the wrong one?
No, no, no. It's got a golden head in here. Anything that's got a golden skull, he's gonna touch it. I'm waiting for something.
Passage opens.
It's like, really? It looks just like this thing from Raiders. Or, yeah.
The fourth one?
Yes, thank you. Not quite Crystal Skull, but...
I think it was Crystal Skull.
Was it?
Oh, you're talking about the skull there, yeah. Yeah, I think it was...
But I dare say that skull
the first one was the Ark.
You tell him you should have left the skull where you found it.
Emeralds for eyes. Gold. It's better than anything in my collection. Don't let odd sounds disturb you. I learned long ago to just hum the tune to the Red Mountain drinking song and keep moving forward. To the ancient crypt! My next book is going to be a trilogy.
It's gonna be a Lynch. What do you think?
Yeah, I got good odds on that one, I think.
Well, this isn't at all what I expected.
Oh, somebody's already fighting now. I guess I should go down here and talk.
I'll perform a thorough historical examination while you deal with any inconveniences that... Oh dear, I don't like the look of this. I'm sure you can manage. Aim for the vital parts. They have to have vital... I expected your technique to be a little more graceful than that.
What is he trash talking me about? I'm the one doing all the fighting.
It's broken.
No, just he's trash talking me, and I'm like, I'm gonna do all the fighting.
It's like Lady Clarice. Clarice.
Oh, look at that.
Stiggins.
No, it's not a Lynch. At least that part wasn't. I don't have repair kits, crap.
The patch where they make it so you can repair off your roaming merchant would be the best
Day ever? Yeah. Oops. I missed it.
This is disappointing. Where's all the treasure? Nothing but some broken crates and an old well. Narcissus Dren never fails like this. I blame you, apprentice. My translation was nearly perfect, so how could this be? Where are the relics? No, that's impossible. Ancient scrolls lead to discovery and treasure, not disappointment. I blame you, apprentice. Isn't that a noble sentiment? But noble sentiments don't pay the bills or sell my books. You wouldn't understand. You have no sense of what it takes to do what Narcissus Dren does. You're nothing more than an apprentice.
Do I trick him? Do I trick the guy to go down into the well? Or do I do the noble thing and not do that? Oh, so very, very tempting.
I don't know. Yeah, I think sending him to the well seems, well, pretty appropriate.
Yeah, but I guess I'm trying to be the good guy on this one. My Nightblade, that's the assassin, right? That's what I'll do. I'll have her send him down there, like, just go play in the well.
You better let me know what happens.
Yeah, that's what I do. So I can see both sides.
Bend the truth for dramatic effect?
Oh, no. What was he saying?
No.
Yeah, because, like, from what you're saying, I'm kind of regretting my decision with Nerio. I was trying to look out for her.
But it would be a shame to disappoint my adoring readers with a lackluster...
That's the thing, sometimes with this game, the good option seems really bad, but then, like, they find a way to make it good anyway. Or work out better.
Of course! Narcissus Dren and the Well of Gold! One of my earliest adventures. Why didn't I think of that? I take
Oh,
back everything
no.
I said. You are a
You
good
tell him the other
apprentice.
option, he
Now,
pretty much
let's see
lies,
what
starts
they hid away
lying in
that
his
old
books.
well.
Even more. No, I'll play the good Karen on my assassin.
My translation.
You can push him into the well. God just told me. I'm like, I know.
My translation was nearly perfect. No, isn't that a noble sentiment?
Gold.
But noble sentiments don't pay the bills or sell my books. You wouldn't understand. You have no sense of what it takes to do what Narcissus Dren does. You're nothing more than an apprentice.
Screw it.
Of course. I think you're right, apprentice. There's no water down there, and I definitely see a gleam of gold. Hey! I assume that was a mistake on your part. I reiterate my earlier observation. You're a terrible apprentice.
He doesn't kill him.
Hello? Is anyone there? A little help, please?
I don't know if it's gonna be like, you're gonna be walking through town and they're gonna be like, so you're the one who pushed the noble and famed treasure hunt, you know, whatever. And I'm like, yep, that was me. I shoved him down the well.
Maybe they'll buy you a couple drinks.
No kidding. I'll take my mead stout.
Now is not the time to take a break. Narcissus will be out soon, I'm sure. It's good to see you again. Finished exploring the tomb? But where's Narcissus? I do miss that dog. That sounds like my Narcissus. Always wanting to explore just one more nook and cranny. I assume he'll be along shortly for one of my shoulder rubs. Allow me to pay you for your service. It is the standard rate for Narcissus apprentices.
Okay. Change to my rest of stuff.
It's good to see you. That sounds like my Narcissus.
She doesn't even know you shoved him down there. Oh. Alright, I am going to be shutting the stream off. Thank you, Wolf. You'll see me on and off.